Hey ladies, thank you so much for coming and stopping by my channel. I wanted to do this tutorial on this garland. I have had a couple girls ask me, and then Natalie reached out to me and asked me to do it, and I'm like, okay, I'll do it. So this is for these, for the hanging garland. This is a different one. I quickly put this one together using what I had because I know a lot of girls did not have the cord from Easter from Hobby Lobby, so I just used what I had on hand that you could still buy, or if you already have it. So I just punched out some Maggie Holmes paper that were scrap pieces, and got that string right there. And then I put some bling. I used some beads in the middle. I switched it up and differently than the ones I showed you, just so you can get an idea. Okay. Super duper duper cute. This right here measures 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 inches long is how long I made this garland. Now it's up to you if you want to make it shorter, maybe hang it on something or packaging, or you want to hang it on the walls. Like the two I did previously with the hearts, I have them hanging on my wall. And then the one that I did with butterflies, I gifted that. So this one right here, I just had to quickly put this bad boy together. Okay. And let's go ahead and dive in. All right, so let's put this to the side. And then what I did is I cut some of this twine right here. I cut this at, I believe I did 12, 24, yeah, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. I did 30 inches of this, which is probably too much because I was guesstimating on this one. I didn't know how much to do. So I want to make one the same as that so that it matches, okay? And the twine that I used is this right here that you can purchase from Hobby Lobby. And it's the same twine I used on the rainbow that I showed you in my previous video. So why not get more bang out of your buck for it? And that's what we're gonna use so that you can still get this at Hobby Lobby, because I recently got that. That's not old. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna get the three, we're gonna make a knot at the very top. Okay. And you could use, honestly, you can use ribbon. Well, if you use ribbon, you'd have to be mindful of the beads you're gonna hang on it. You can use baker's twine. You can use actual twine to do it. Or if you have any other type of cording that is like this, okay? Then we're gonna do another knot because we want to be able to have this part, this opening, so that you can hang it on something, okay? So then we're gonna go ahead and do another knot. And kind of just guesstimate, you know, where you don't need a big space, you just need this right up here. And then let's cut off a little bit of that. We don't need it that tall. All right, so we have this part, okay? So now, just want to let you look at this for reference. Okay, and then, oh, that's what I should have done in the beginning. All right, so on these right here, what I did, because these right here are not going to fit. You see they start fraying. You won't be able to fit those in the beads. So I use my handy dandy Nuvo. I just put a dot on each one. And then I just kind of go with the rope, okay? Because the rope, you can see that it's twining like this. So you want to continue to turn it this way. You don't want to turn it the other way, or else it'll continue unraveling. So you got to pay attention to the direction that this naturally goes in, and just keep going like that. And just, you know, twist it a little bit with the glue, because you don't use hot glue because it makes it too bulky, okay? And then just let that sit there. Then we're gonna get this one. I'm supposed to twine it with my first finger. And we are gonna go at the direction of the, I already wiped most of that off, that the rope is going, okay? So we just want to get that with liquid glue. It'll get in between the little fibers, and then you're making it skinny so that it'll fit through, okay? And then this is going this way, so we're going to continue that. And Nuvo, the cool thing about it is that it dries pretty, you know, pretty quickly. Okay. Just want to keep it super flat, you know, and then just go back, you know, make sure it stays. You want to give it a few seconds, not seconds, but like a minute to make sure it's adhering and that it stays nice and skinny like that. Okay, so that it'll fit in the holes of the beads. The beads that I'm going to be using are the ones that I purchased from Sparkling Ghoul. I love these beads. I've been using these like crazy lately, I tell you. So that's exactly what I used in the centers of all of these, okay, are those beads. Okay, so as long as your bead has a nice size hole in it, then you'll be able to fit the cording through. I did test them beforehand to make sure. So in these right here, these beads will all fit good, but none of the other beads will fit. These ones, I was hoping they would, but these are really tiny, the hole inside of those. So these will be perfect for just dangles alone. And you know what I wonder if the hole in this one's big enough to do at the very end. Let's see. Yeah, no, it's not. Okay. Not happening. So, all right, we'll leave that there for reference. We're going to go ahead and get this started. And I just picked random colors, whatever I had available. I love all the, you know, the mixed matchy colors. As long as the palette's kind of the same, it's all good. And the cool thing is that the beads that she put together, the colors are gorgeous. So you can put all of them together. Okay. So we have these 3 beads on. We're going to take them all the way to the very top. Okay. So it's like this. And then what I did up here is I did just like a small little beginning of a braid. Okay. Just so that I could get it, you know, so that they'll stay in one spot, kind of, you know. So you don't have to do a long braid, but it is completely up to you. It just came unraveled. But I like to do just like a little bit of a braid. And plus it gives it like a pretty cool look. Just bring this all the way down. All right. So then you have this right here. Okay. Then we're gonna get, I already pre-punched all of my butterflies right here using this Stampin' Up! Punch. Sorry for the glare, guys. And as long as you have something, it could be scallops, it could be circles, whatever it is that you have. And I already pre-did it. I just hot glued the middle into the center and I did 7 like this. Actually, I did 14 altogether to do front and back. Okay. So then I just used my hot glue and I put a line down the middle. And then I have a nonstick mat. So then I put it kind of below where the braid is. So it's just a little bit that you see. Then I turn it over. Okay. Scoot you down here. And I just make sure that they're all kind of sitting in the center right there. And then I'll put like another strip of glue in the back. All right. Then I grab, let's see, and it doesn't have to match. It's up to you if you want to mix match it. Really, it doesn't matter. Okay. And then we're going to stick this on top. All right. And that's what we do so that it's this way and here. So you'll see that I did some, oops, that string's gonna drive me absolutely batty if I don't take it off. Okay, so that is the way it is. So you'll see like the center is different, but that's okay. As long as I was doing this one, but honestly, you could, it doesn't really matter. Just mix match them. Okay, I might end up doing it through the course of this video anyways, and I'm okay with that. So we're gonna take these 3, take a bead, and stick that through there. Put this bead through here. Take this blue one through here. All right, and scoot them up. Okay. And then we just do, like I said, just like a little braid. Just like the beginning of a braid in between. Okay. Then I lay it down flat so that these three right here are sandwiched together like that. Then I'm going to pick another butterfly that I already pre-did. It would have been like watching paint dry if I would have put these together in front of you guys. So I was like, I am not trying to do that to you guys. All right, and then we're just going to lightly lay it on top of there, turn it over, and just make sure that the ropes are in between. And then we're going to grab another one, and we're going to go ahead and add some glue down the center. And then we're going to lay this on top. All right. Then we just start the whole process, and it's going to keep going like that. It's really super easy. And honestly, you can take this tutorial and figure something else that you would like to do if you don't want to do. I like the little twisty look of it. So I'm cool with that. But you may not want to do it that way, and that's okay. Whatever you find to be pretty and that you absolutely love. Okay, and then we're going to do this right here. All right, and then we're going to pull these all the way to the top. And then we're just going to go ahead and do a little beginning of a braid. And I'm not to assume that everybody knows how to do a braid, okay? And if you don't, then you could easily just go ahead and leave these in their own individual strands. Don't be discouraged because there might be a step you may not know how to do, and then you could just improvise. Okay, so then we're gonna grab this butterfly right here. I hate that when you get one string and it's attached to a bunch of different things. Okay, so we're gonna put some hot glue down the center here. And then we're gonna lay it right here. Turn it over. Make sure everything is in the middle. Then we're gonna take the next one. And then we're gonna add this right here. I love this hot glue, guys. I don't know if you guys got this one. Love it. I mean, the fact that the color's gorgeous, but I absolutely love this gun. Okay, glue gun. Let me say that right. Okay, so now we're just gonna take the beads and we're gonna do the same thing over and over and over. So we could switch up the colors here. Here. How fun would that be though if you do have like, you know, like the regular twine that you can buy at the dollar store or whatever, as long as it's skinny. You probably, if you got a skinnier one, you could use like even cuter beads. I don't know if I would want to use actual glass beads. I think that would make it super heavy. But hey, you never know. It may absolutely work and look fabulous. I just kind of like these light. These are acrylic beads, so I like that it's very light and it's not heavy. And plus, if they're heavy, then they'll end up wanting to fall to the bottom. This being plastic, they kind of like stay in their own little place. So that's pretty cool. All right, and then we are going to let's do the braid a little higher up. I think I did it a little too low. Okay. All right. gonna take another color. Where is, did I not do enough? Okay, here we go. We'll do this one right here. Just want to kind of, since I already decided to do it pattern, like by a pattern, I wanted to make sure it kind of stayed in that. Make sure these are close together. And we'll just lightly stick it on there, and we can fix it when we turn it around. Okay. Then we're going to take our next butterfly right here. We're going to lay it on top. All right, and then when that's 4, 5, 6, 7. I wish I hope this isn't like killing you guys watching this whole process. Because I was thinking, well, maybe I should just start and do half of it and then do the other half with you on the video, but then you wouldn't be able to see how I do the beginning. So, oh my gosh, did I just totally not have this in the video? I am so sorry. It's just me stringing the beads on. Okay, let's put this back on there. All right, we're just gonna take this, do a light little braid. All right, summer's starting to kick in. It's actually kind of toasty right now, and I am miserable. And I shouldn't even be complaining, because let me tell you, those of you that live in Arizona or Texas, I don't know how you do it. I'm in California, and but you know what? I run hot, okay? And I cannot tell you how much I hate that I run hot. So you add 80-degree weather, which some of you are like, oh my gosh, that's amazing. Well, to me, it's like 115. I get hot extremely easy. That's why I love the cold. Okay, so I don't enjoy the summertime. That's like my not favorite. I mean, to go to the beach and stuff like that, yes, absolutely. But and if you're not near water or a pool or anything, there is no fun in heat, like at all. Okay, and I think we have just a couple more sets to do. I'm trying to hurry so that this isn't like a forever video. See, and the cool thing is it stays skinny like that at the top, so it makes it super duper easy to put these beads on here, which is very awesome. Okay, and for those of you that want to bypass this because it's like very redundant, you can fast forward and then you can see how I do the ending. Okay, I totally get it. I understand, because I am guilty of the same thing. If I see something that may last a little longer and I pretty much already got the gist of what's being done, I'll fast forward. So I get it, no problem. And I wouldn't know anyways. Okay, so we'll get the next butterfly. And then when you see me go on the side, that's only because I'm putting hot glue, so you're not really missing anything. All right, with that right here. You know what would actually be cool? What I should have thought of doing was maybe doing these the butterflies like kind of like at an angle, like some going this way or some going that way instead of straight. Maybe you guys can do that. That would be cool. I just thought about that right now. How fun would that be, having them in different directions? That would be awesome. All right, and where am I at? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whoop, last butterfly, guys. Last one. Let's get her done. Oops, I want to put the pink bead on the pink string. All right, and not to mention I have the window closed right now, which is horrible because it's making me super hot, because I don't want you guys to have to listen to the cars because even though you'll still probably hear it because of my living room, but oh, I hate that. You'll hear like a motorcycle revving its engine or a car. Oh, or the ambulance. I'm like, I just can't win for losing. So I will suffer for you guys. All right. So we will go ahead and lay this down. And then we're just gonna kind of lay these next to each other. It's like a loose braid, guys. Nothing mega. Where's 2 butterflies that match? Here we go. So we're gonna go ahead and add some glue down the center. Lay this on here gently. Then we're gonna turn this over. Make sure they're in there in the middle. And we're gonna add some glue. Oh, I should have added on there, but it doesn't matter. Okay. And there we go. Okay, so we have 7 butterflies. Now, what we'll do is we will now grab to do the tail end that you'll see right here. That's the part we're gonna do. And, which is perfect because I'm running out of yellow. So we'll do yellow and do the pink, and then we'll do blue. And we're gonna grab the gray one. Let's do, rotate the bead color a little bit. Probably the first time I've ever gone through anything as quick as I am right now when I buy things. It's not a good thing that I hoard. But I tend to do that because then now I'm using, like right now I'm thinking, oh my gosh, I'm gonna use these and not have any more left. I never used to like acrylic beads too. That's the funny part. I was never a big fan of acrylic beads. And then all of a sudden, you know, everybody makes these cute things with acrylic beads and I'm like, well, I better get over it. Okay, so I'm gonna measure it to this one right here so that they hang the same. Okay, so what I do is I get a knot and I do it loosely, okay, because I gotta try to gauge where the knot is on this one and also to match the other ones. Then I'll just start pushing it up until I get it to where I need it as far as lengthwise. Okay, so that's about right. I'm gonna push the beads down, grab the other one. I just loosely put a knot in the area, in the general area. Okay, and then I'll push this one up a little bit. And then it's about right there. Okay, then I'll put those 3 down. Grab the next one, loosely make a knot. All right, pull it up. Now we're just measuring it to these knots right here. Okay. And then these 3 go down. Then we're gonna go ahead and cut these, not right to the butt of it, but just leave some length. See, and we had this much left over, which is probably could have used 24 inches for the length I made it. Okay, and then you have your butterflies here, and then all you do from that point forward is you can go crazy with what you want to do. I purchased one of these right here from Hobby Lobby because they had these all on clearance, and on this right here, when I use, oops. Oh, that's a different style. I didn't even realize that. Okay. So for the centers, I'm using hot glue, but normally I would suggest not to do hot glue because it won't stay long, you know. If you're in a place where it's hot, these will pop right off. So I would suggest using like an E6000. If you're able to go ahead and just let it dry, then I would suggest doing that instead of using hot glue. They will pop off, okay? The ones that I made previously, I actually, I used E6000. I didn't use hot glue. I'm just doing it now so that you can see it. But if in case, you know, or you can do like what some of us do, we'll put like a smidge of E6000, but then for instant gratification, we'll stick a smidge of the hot glue and then put that on there so that it'll dry a little faster. And then when it fully fully cures, then you can go ahead and it'll stay, you know. So I'm not going to do all of them because I have to do the back side as well. So that's what I did on that. And then all I did, honestly, guys, is I got it's not the Wink of Stella. I don't think this one is the Wink of Stella. No, this is the other ones that's by Spectrum, I think, Noir. And I've had these for forever. And I don't even remember where I got it from. But you can use whatever you want as far as stickles and stuff like that's concerned. And all I did was I just put these all over the petals, because when they dry, like, you won't see it on camera because the sparkle on these are very faint, so you won't even see them on there. But I promise you, they maybe you could see like that. You can see that there's a slight sparkle. So I'll do that just so that it gives the paper a little something something. And then because I wanted more of a sparkle, all I did was grab my stickles, and then I did those just in the center because I wanted it to be more blingy. Okay, so you can make this as busy as you want or as simplistic as you want. Totally up to you. I just wanted to give you the general idea, and you can go crazy and create this on your own. So that's it, guys. Pretty easy peasy. Just pre-punch everything, pre-do everything in the beginning, like get this stuff all done so that it's easy for you to do. And that's it. Super, like I said, easy. So I hope that helped you out. And if you happen to have any of these, this type of string, perfect to use it, or not, use what you have available. Okay, so that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed the tutorial, and that is it for me for today. I am done. No more videos. So have a super blessed week, guys. Bye.